Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Today we're doing your full reading. You can choose from one of three groups. So that's group 1, group 2 or group 3. So that's rose quartz, clear quartz or amethyst. Take a moment, see which one resonates with you best for this week. Or you can choose, if you're getting 2 numbers, then you can take a little bit from each reading. That's completely up to you. And I'll be back with your reading. Welcome back, Group 1. If you've selected the rose quartz and Group 1, then this is your reading. Okay, just tapping into your energies. What I'm getting for you in the centre of this spread, you have a difficult choice ahead of you this week. It may not be this week that you make this choice, but there's some kind of decision or choice that's bubbling up to the surface at the moment this week. Okay, I feel like there is some happiness and there's some changes that are going on around you. So I feel like also it's like a sense of either disappointment or sadness or worry. It's like a worry or a kind of worry you're going to make the wrong choice or a disappointing choice, or something's going to be disappointing. You're going to be disappointed with the result. I'm not saying you are going to be disappointed with the result. I'm feeling that you're worried about that you're going to be disappointed with the result. That's what I'm picking up for you. There's some kind of very difficult choice. It's like you're not seeing the full situation. You're not seeing the full picture quite. You don't know how it's going to end or how it's going to be. That's why you're worried about if you're going to be disappointed if you go that way. But I am getting that it is, because there's a couple of cards here that are telling me there is a decision, or it's one way or the other, and it's a difficult choice is what I'm getting. I am also getting here that the magical ability card has come up in your spread, and you've got 2 magical cards in your deck. Now, 2 magical cards for me are, one is the tapping into your higher self or your spirit team. So it's the card that I use to tap into the energies. So it's saying that you're very capable of digging deep and pulling that intuitive decision out yourself. So you are very capable of making an intuitive decision, but also an informed decision, but also go with your instincts as well on what you think that could be. And I feel like that's the magical ability that will be beneficial for you this week, is for you to tap in to whatever the decision is and think of it from a point of view of, okay, sit in the energy of one side and think about how does that make you feel? How does it make you feel that you've selected this way, and how does it make you feel that you've rejected the other way? And that will help you get a feel for, and then vice versa, do it the other, sit in the other energy as well. And because I feel like you're very capable of doing this. So you're tapping into your intuition or your gut instinct, and you're seeing how it feels with you. So it's also an empathic thing as well, but it's telling that it's coming from an intuitive gut feeling, instincts is what it's telling me. See, it's telling me, yeah, that you need to sit in that energy, see how it makes you feel, and how it makes you feel if you've rejected the other one. So if you're feeling, okay, a bit of a sadness or a loss, or I shouldn't have done that, then your instincts are telling you to go that way. Also, I'm also getting for you that if you're sitting in the situation and you see the decision easily, you seeing it very clearly, very easily, then that's telling you that that path is clearly lined up for you. If you're trying to sit in the energy of the other side and you're not knowing, you're not sure, you can't see the path clearly, then that is your intuition telling you that that path is not clearly laid before you. So you might find it may work, there may be that decision may be fine, it may not be wrong, but you may find that there's some hurdles, perhaps some even disappointments in going that way. Okay, let me see what else I can find. Now I'm feeling there's some happiness around you. There's either something's coming to fruition, like a harvest, like all the efforts that you've put into something are finally coming to a fruition, or it's like a favourable outcome of sorts. But I feel like there is definitely some changes weighing heavy on your week this week. So like a decision that's coming up for you. It seems to be the heaviest energy that's coming through for this spread. Okay, let's see if we can pull something else out. Now I'm feeling like, okay, something to do with loyalty is coming up in this spread. So it's either that you're a loyal person, but I feel more inclined to say that it's something to do with where do your loyalties lie is what I'm getting. So when you're making this decision or this direction that you're facing, and I don't even feel like it's a new path or well, we do have the new beginnings down the bottom here, but I am feeling like you've got to think about where do your loyalties lie, or who has been loyal to you in the past. So if it's related to certain people, you need to think about what people have been loyal to you, or where your loyalties lie is what I'm getting. We've got the loyalty card here as well. So perhaps it's not only about using your magic ability to help you make the decision. You need informed. I'm not actually getting any cards here that says seek guidance or get more information. I'm not getting that at all. All I'm getting in this spread, the general energies for this spread, and as I said, this is a group reading, so things are going to resonate differently for different people. But what I am getting here is that you really need to tune into yourself to make the right decision. So it's telling me that you need to use your gut instincts and your intuition to make this right decision is what I'm getting for you. So it's not even about getting more information, it's about seeing how you feel about it. It's really telling me, because you've got two magical cards here, so it is telling me that you definitely need to trust yourself, trust what you think, trust your instincts. You're going to make the right decision. Okay, so I'm getting, so there's some kind of, there is some happiness around you. It's okay, so what I'm getting on one side of the picture, there's happiness, but on the other side there's like sadness. So it's like, okay, so perhaps this decision in some way or another could be like, in some ways it's going to be a happiness thing, something you're very excited about, but in some ways it's also a little bit of sadness could be involved here as well. So it could be that perhaps you're sad to leave the other situation that you had to, or the choice that you didn't make. Perhaps there's some kind of sadness around that, but I am getting a happiness and a sadness, which is very strange to come up in one reading. So on one hand, on one side it's happiness, one side is sadness. So, and that's, very unusual. So if that makes sense to you, please drop me a comment so I can understand why that's both happiness and sadness is coming up in the reading. And especially when it's telling you to sit in the energy and use your intuition, your gut instincts, or how you feel. It's like how do you feel is what it's saying. This whole general energy around this, whatever's going on for you this week, is telling me that you need to use your empathic abilities, like I mentioned. How do you feel? And then on one hand it's sadness, one hand it's happiness, and they're two completely different ends of the scale. So I hopefully that resonates for you and you understand that, but that's what I'm picking up on both. There's 2 points to this situation, 2 feelings, or the decision will bring 2 different outcomes is what I'm getting. Okay, let me just check to see if there's anything else for you, group 1. Okay, so I do feel like there has been a sense of working away at something, and like I said, the fruition of something. So it's like something's coming to the fruition of something, and that's the happiness card also, but it's also about working away at something, toiling away, and sowing the seeds for the harvest. So it's like, you plant the seeds, you sow the seeds, you do all the work, and then it's fruition and harvest. So that's what I'm getting. There's a sense of completion here somehow around you, or something that's coming into fruition, but it's a sense of you that's something you've worked hard at or hard for, because I see you working away at something, whether it's an idea that you've had or it's an actual physical working away at something. I feel like there's something going on, and it could also be telling me that that could be whatever it is that you're thinking or you're working away at, or the thoughts that are coming through, the ideas that are coming through, will yield a positive harvest, like a good result, a happy result. So I'm getting that for some of you as well. Anyway, thank you for joining me, Group 1. I'll see you again at the end of the week for your express reading. I hope this has helped you in some way, and I will see you again next week. For joining me, welcome back, Group 2. If you've selected the clear quartz, then this is your reading. Okay, so I'm getting a bit of a heavy energy around you, Group 2. What I'm getting is a feeling of being over something or being drained. So it's like your cup's empty, because I've got the centre of this spread is the cup empty card. So it's like a feeling of, and also you've got the lack of tolerance card as well. So, and you've got some dark cards here as well. So I'm getting a feeling of being totally over it. You're at your wit's end. It's like you're emotionally, mentally, you're just drained. It's like you're letting stuff go. And you've got 2 letting cards. This is also a letting go card. So you can see here that there's sadness here, and this person is just letting it go, And this here is also ripping plants out of the ground and throwing them away. Can be cleaning out. Both cards can also indicate cleaning through clutter, ripping through things, throwing crap away. So can definitely, and funny, we say that for some of you, this is going to resonate because this whole top line does validate that. So here we're seeing here shining light, and there's clutter, and there's papers, and there's stuff all over the ground. So there's a bit of mess and untidiness. So some of you, it will just generally be on a just general level that you're going to get in and you're going to clean things and you're going to throw things and you're just going to feel so much better because you haven't had that smooth flow of energy around you because things have been quite cluttery, and you're needing to rip things out, throw things away, go through things, clean and tidy your life is what it's saying. Your house, your home, your surround, your life, the people in your life, the whole thing. It's like you're needing to do that complete throw out, complete clean is what I'm getting. Now, so for some of you, it could go a little deeper. It could be more emotionally based and not just a physical thing or just a general activity, everyday type lifestyle thing. It could be an emotional, deep emotional thing. So it could be you've reached the point of being completely drained by something or somebody, and it's a sense of, I've had enough. I just cannot take this anymore. I cannot deal with this anymore. This situation has to come to an end. It's like, so this is card, it also, not only does it have the cluttery mess and everything in the background, this card is called Exposed. So it's about finding something out about somebody else or something, information coming to light about a situation. For you, for this situation, I see that it's a difficult situation, something that may cause sadness, tears, or anger, because this is an anger card. This is a sadness card. So the something you find out or you expose or you uncover could create some kind of sadness or loss or anger is coming up around here. I feel like also you need to protect yourself. This is a card of being a bubble, having a bubble around you. So I feel like you're needing to, in some way, you need to protect yourself from this situation. So it's quite heavy energies going on for here. Now I'm giving you the energies of the card, and because it's a group reading, it will resonate differently for different people. So now I've also been told that I talk too fast, and yes, I do read very fast. So I will try to, if I remember, to do a bit of a summary as well. So in a slow way, once I get through the messages and once they all come out. Okay, what I'm also getting is that if you had a question in mind, then you've got the definite no card in your spread. This is my definite no. So if there's a situation that you're, okay, for one thing it could be, is this situation right for me? This hard, heavy situation I'm seeing here? The answer is no. If the question is, should I stay, should I go? Or if there's any other kind of, or is this going to happen for me, or things going to get better? I'm sorry to say that, but the answer here is no for now. The answer is no for now. Doesn't mean it's always going to be a no. It just means right now you're dealing with this situation. And here is the card of the chaos and dealing with different things. So you're dealing with all kinds of situations. It's like you're putting your energy here and you're putting your energy here, and it's like you've got a lot on your plate. You're dealing with a lot. You're trying to stay balanced. You're trying to stay on top of it all, but it just feels like at times it feels like either you just want to let the balls fall and just walk away, just let it go, and not be trying to juggle this and try to keep it going. And it's like you could be at a point where you're feeling like just let the balls fall and just walk away. But I feel like, yeah, you need to, I'm not getting here about a recharge. I'm getting here about the card of being seen. So it's like, and again, the card of being exposed. So it's like you're going to be made aware of something. Oh, actually, and there's the awareness card. I'll to top that off. So it's like you're going to be made aware of something. Something's going to be coming into your awareness this week. Something's being exposed. Something's being brought to light. Something's being seen. You're being made aware of something. And I think that's what's telling, and that from the outcome of that, I feel like you're either saying, well, I'm not going to put my energy into those things anymore. That's it. I've just had enough with dealing with this. Or I feel like you're letting go of in some way. You're just letting go. But also here, this is about keeping to yourself as well. So I don't know if it's keeping your feelings to yourself, or it's asking you to keep your feelings to yourself, or you've been keeping your feelings to yourself and they're going to be exposed, or somebody's keeping something to themselves that's going to be exposed. So these are quite hard difficult cards for you, Group 2. You have my sympathies. Hopefully for some of you it could just be nice and easy. It could be, you know, just the need to go through things and throw things away, have a tidy up. It could just be a general no to a situation or a question that you have. But for others, I do feel like it's quite a heavy energy. Could also be something that's not related to your actual inner circle. It could be something that you're being woken up to on a global kind of the way the world runs type way. It's like you're finally seeing the bigger picture of how things are, like the way the world is, and it's like you're like, well, I don't even want to be part of this. I just don't want to be part of this is what I'm getting. So yeah, it's a feeling, but you'll overcome that. You'll definitely it's just a cycle. We go through cycles and you'll overcome whatever feeling is that's going on around you. It's just a cycle. So here in the middle, it's a moon card. This is the new moon. So it's telling you it's a cycle of a moon. So it's just a cycle. And then next to that, where they've got the full moon. So again, that validates what I was just saying, how we're just in a cycle. We go from full moon to new moon and back again. So it's just a cycle. And things aren't always going to be the hard energies that you are sitting in right now. Things will get better. You just need to tidy up a few things, and you need to just get your handle on a few things, and everything's going to be okay, Group 2. Hopefully this resonates with you and helps you in some way. I will see you again at the end of the week for your express reading. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back, Group 3. Have you selected the amethyst, and this is your reading? Okay, just tapping into your energies. I feel like there's a lot going on around you this week. Now, this could be either something that's coming to the surface this week, or it could be just generally what's been the energy you've been sitting in for a little while. Like, I feel like there's so much craziness going on here that it's not just a thing that's just happening this week. I feel like it's something you could possibly has been leading up in the last few weeks. Doesn't mean it's going to be over this week. It means that it's just kind of the energy that you're sitting in. Okay, for first thing, what I'm getting the center of this spread is about strategy. Now, strategy means it's about how you say things to people, what you do, and how those words are projected and how they are received. So sometimes people can misinterpret what you're trying to explain, or the reasons you do things, and vice versa. Sometimes you can wrongly interpret the way people are doing things, or why they do the things that they do. You could interpret that in the wrong way. So I'm saying you need to be more strategic with the way you do things, or the way you interact with other people. So strategy generally means something around other people. It can also be competition with other people, but it's definitely involving somebody else. So it's another person or other people, but it's something about either how you speak, how you communicate, or how you act with another person, or how when you're around them. So it's saying something to me about strategy. You need to be more strategic in the way you are. Perhaps somebody around you manipulates a situation, and you just need to be more cautious, I think. Actually, you do. This is the caution card, the card of being cautious, and it's right next to the strategy of the card. So it's telling me you need to be more cautious in the way you deal with people. It doesn't have to be your close network. It can be like work people around you, but it's telling me that you need to be more cautious, because somebody is either manipulating something that you're involved in, blaming you, somehow blaming you, or it's making you look bad in some way. So yeah, something around is just not truthful and honest. And here we've got the truth and honesty card over here on this one. This is a bonus card that fell out. So something around you is not quite truthful and honest. It's like the situation is not fair and balanced. It's here we have a beautiful outcome, by the way. At the end of this card, it's a really good outcome. Okay, so moving through this reading, we've only got to the first line, the first two cards, and all this has happened. There's still so much more going on in your reading. Okay, so there feels like there's some sort of loss of confidence, loss of motivation. So somehow relating to this or this situation, there's some kind of loss in going around you. So it's either you're confused in some way, you're confused by it all, or there's some kind of loss of motivation or loss of belief in yourself, which is a loss of confidence that I'm getting for you. Now, I'm also getting somebody here that has suspicious motives. So again, it's related to somebody around you. So obviously, I think you know who the person is. There wouldn't be this much suspicious activity going on for somebody that you're completely not aware of. So there's some kind of again, underhanded dealings going on here. So someone is not being truthful and honest. There seems to be some kind of suspect motives, or somebody's not being truthful and light. So this is a dark card, and I see this is you. This is you in here, light and honest, and the person in the dark is like watching you. So, and again, here's a card of caution where somebody is watching you. So yeah, just need to be a little bit cautious of that, and to be a little bit strategic around that situation. Okay, because I see you here. You've got the priority. So you're too focused, and here I see you being very focused. You're very focused on getting your priorities right, getting through your things that you have to do. But you may be taking your eye off the ball in some way that you can't see what's going on around you. So you need to be a bit more strategic. I'm sorry to say. Open your eyes to what's going on around you. Okay, so let's move through and find something really exciting for you this week. So first of all, I've got to say this is a blessings card. It's a star card, so lots of blessings from the universe. The universe is there to help you get through the situation. Group 3. Okay, but I'm also seeing a creative, expressive card here as well. And that's a card of saying that you can turn your back on all of that. And I see you in this card, you've got your back turned to everybody else and everything around you. It's like your back's turned to them and you're just doing your own thing. It's like in this card, you're painting, but you're doing your own thing. It's like you've got your back turned to all this craziness and you're just being you and you're just doing your thing, and that's great, because at the top of the card here it's a thing about self-development. It's about giving back to yourself, nurturing yourself, and where you may have had a loss of confidence, or this situation could cause a loss of confidence, I feel like you need to turn your back on that and nurture yourself. Concentrate on doing the things that you enjoy, giving back to yourself, fulfilling your own heart and your own space, and compliments to yourself. Also, this card here, the opposing card to this is the compliments card. So it looks very much like this, but it's mirror reverse, and it's a card of compliments. So, and it's this card here on the inside is called the card of compliments. So it's about saying nice things to other people or nice things to yourself. And I feel like that's relevant in your situation because we've got the strategy card here. So the strategy card is about how you say things. Perhaps you're too blunt, or you're too maybe you don't mean to, or the other person doesn't mean to, but you come off as a little harsh or unkind in a way. And I feel like, so this card here, so perhaps it's about how you're seen as well, not only about how you speak, but how you're seen, or how the person around you is seen. Because here is the card of you're seen as a little bit unkind, a little bit harsh, but in here it's about you need to be kind to yourself, you need to give compliments to yourself or compliments to other people, or receive those compliments. But I feel like more it's about you being kinder to yourself and giving compliments to yourself, or it's about you being kind and giving compliments to other people is what I'm getting. I'm not seeing that it's a card of receiving. I'm feeling like it's a card of you being kinder to others, or more compliments to others is what I'm getting around that. Which for some of you, I know it's harsh. Now maybe if like you were the first one to offer kindness, or offer rather than you take, could be a way that this competition and this strategy could just dissolve if you break your hard shell first, is what I'm getting, something around that. Now I'm also getting down here it's a feeling. This card is a feeling of not being happy in a situation. So it's like you're in a shell. It's like a snail that just wants to hide in a shell and doesn't want to be seen by the world, doesn't want to, just wants to get away from it all. And because we've got the card here of you turning your back on everything and just doing your own thing, I feel like there's an element of that going on for you as well. It's like a feeling of you're disengaging. You're feeling like you want to disengage, or you don't want to participate in something, or you're not happy with yourself in some way. Because I'm also getting here where it's the lack of confidence, lack of motivation, and the need to be kinder to yourself and more compliments to yourself. This is a card of when you're not happy with yourself, and that can be on a physical level as well. It doesn't just have to be with the way you're seen, the way you're portrayed to the world, or the way you speak. It can also be about your physical appearance. This card was created when I was in a situation where I wasn't happy with my physical appearance. So, and I had to make changes I had to make steps to overcome that situation. So yeah, this is a card of being not happy with either your situation you're involved in or not happy with your physical appearance, and it's asking you to be kinder to yourself. It's not saying make these changes or do this or do that. It's saying you need to be kind to yourself is what I'm getting. For the general feel of this, there's a great deal of unfairness and unbalance around you. So there's something here that's out of balance, and that could be the giving and the taking, or it could be something in your situation. But I do feel like in the situation you need to nurture yourself, be kind to yourself, and give yourself compliments is what I'm getting for you, Group 3. Hope this resonates with you out there. I'll see you again at the end of the week. The rain is pouring down outside, but I'll see you again at the end of the week for your express reading, and again for your next week for your full reading. Thank you for joining me.